Thank you.
The thunder was making so much noise, I wasn't certain I heard you knock.
Yes, I think we got here just in time.
Yes, we were worried that you were caught in the storm. I'm Mrs. John Winthrop.
How do you do? I'm Dr. Watson. This is Sherlock Holmes. How do you do?
I'm very pleased to meet you. You can leave your things here and go into the sitting room. We've managed to get it comfortably warm. I'll have your luggage brought up to your rooms. You'll have to excuse the inconveniences of the house. My husband's decision to spend the weekend here was rather sudden. And I'm afraid we're understaffed.
Please don't concern yourself with us, Mrs. Winthrop. I'm sure we'll be very comfortable.
Oh, there you are. I'm glad you made it before the storm. I see you've already met my sister-in-law.
Yes, we have.
How do you do?
Oh, Harvey, perhaps you can show Dr. Watson and Mr. Holmes to their rooms.
Yes, you probably want to freshen up.
Good evening, gentlemen.
This is my brother, John Winthrop. Dr. Watson.
How do you do?
How do you do? How do you do?
How do you do, sir?
I hope you'll be comfortable. Or as comfortable as possible in a house that's been closed for 30 years. I feel I should apologize.
Not at all, sir. I'm sure everything will be fine.
I hope so. Come down to the sitting room when you're ready. It's a bit more cheerful there.
Let me show you your rooms, gentlemen.
Come along, my dear. You didn't mention your brother was married.
Didn't I? I thought I had.
Then surely she would be the heir to the estate if anything should happen to your brother.
No, the estate upon his death goes to the next male member of the family.
Oh, I see. How did Mrs. Winthrop lose her sight?
It was a riding accident, shortly after they were married. My sister-in-law is a remarkable woman, Mr. Holmes. She took to her new way of living with cheerfulness and thoroughness.
Yes, it's always encouraging to hear of such cases. And it reflects great credit on those surrounding the patient.
Oh, Peg, I want you to meet...
Dr. Watson. And you must be Sherlock Holmes. Harvey has told me so much about you.
Gentlemen, my fiancée, Miss Margaret Hall.
How do you do? How do you do, Miss Hall?
John and Alice are in the drawing room, darling. We'll be down shortly.
All right, darling. I think we're going to have a wonderful weekend, in spite of this old house. Don't keep yourselves from us too long, gentlemen.
You're a very lucky man, Mr. Winthrop. She's a lovely girl.
As a matter of fact, you know, there's some very good hunting country around here. Do you go in for that sort of thing, Mr. Holmes?
On occasion, sir. Not very often. Thank you.
My wife thinks I'm a bit reckless. She worries about my neck. A glass, my dear.
Thank you.
That appears to be a preoccupation with more than one member of your family, sir.
You mean my brother, too? And the reason for your being here? Nonsense.
I said the same thing.
And you agree with me? You, too, think it's a lot of rubbish?
I don't think we're referring to the same thing, sir.
I'm talking about the legend, of course.
Ah, I see.
May I ask, sir, what precautions you've taken against it?
What would one do? How does one fight a myth? Well, what's your opinion, Mr. Holmes? Should I take this matter seriously?
You are obviously taking it seriously by defying it. By coming down here to prove that it doesn't exist.
Jove, I hadn't thought of it like that. You're dead right, of course. But let me put it like this. Do you really believe the legend is dangerous?
You are obviously overlooking the second conclusion, sir. If the legend is real and beyond our understanding, then your life may be being threatened by the supernatural. If we rule that out, then the threat has a very realistic source. In either case, the threat remains.
Thought of it that way.
But there are just the 6 of us here, Mr. Holmes. Surely if there is danger for John, it couldn't come from any of us.
There are just the 6 of us now, Miss Hall. But now there are 7.
John, what is it?
Nothing, my dear, nothing at all. I think we'd better go into dinner.
Excellent idea.
I don't like it, Holmes.
Neither do I, Watson. Neither do I. Oh, come in, Watson. Oh, don't be alarmed, old chap. I don't think this contraption has been fired for centuries.
You could hardly expect me to know that from here, Holmes.
It seems it's working after all.
I wanted to talk to you about that dinner we just had.
Oh, yes. Excellent, Doc. Don't you agree?
Well, it was better than the conversation, or lack of conversation, I grant you.
Well, quite natural under the circumstances. Everyone's suspecting things they'd rather not say.
What do you make of it, Holmes?
Did you realize that young Harvey Winthrop was in love with Alice before she married his brother?
Holmes, you're fantastic. How did you determine that?
He told me.
Oh.
Oh, have you got a match, Watson?
Yes, I think I should have. Holmes, look.
Yes, I know. I slipped it in your pocket during dinner.
You what?
I just wanted to see how easy it was to plant those things on someone else.
Well, really, Holmes, for all you know, I might... He's dead. Neck broken.
A gold doubloon.
What happened?